Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name's Tom Novak. Let me get my microphone here. And let's see what's going on with our Cotoneaster cuttings that I took this spring. I knew I forgot something here. So, today is September 9th of 2021. It's 59 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 degrees Celsius. A nice, cool, brisk morning. It's a spreading variety. I have them planted in the front of the house, two of them. It's called Tom Thumb. It prefers a well-draining soil, but it'll do fine in any soil or any type of soil mix. Here's the cuttings that I took. And they look all green and stuff. I mean, there was like 5 or 6 dead twigs in there, ones that didn't take, so these hopefully did take. Look how nice and green they are. The soil that I'm going to use today, because I got the feather rock, because it's free, you can use sifted perlite, but I'm using that to use it up because I got 3 more big bags of it. So I'm using 1 part worm castings, 1 part peat moss, and 3 parts of the feather rock. So let's take apart our Tom Thumb and let's see what we got in here. It looks pretty good. Let's take the soil out. And this was just, oh yeah, look at the nice root system we got on it. Really nice. Look at that, a nice root system. Nice one. Look at that. Beautiful roots. And all I used, this is more like, I have to write down all the different mixtures I use, but this one looks more like a sifted perlite mix with some sand in it and some peat. So it looked like it did pretty good, and it's also got some crushed lava rock that I had laying around in it. So this stuff really worked. So let's take all this excess soil out of our way. We're going to use our Micus and Azus beneficial bacteria to put on the roots when we put it in the container. Now I got a nice container here that we can probably put them in. Make like a nice little forest type setting. Something like that. Let's see if you can see it right there. 1 there, maybe 1 there, and 1 here. So they trail. So let's see what we can do with it. First thing I'm going to do though is rinse my roots in water so they're nice and wet. There we go. Get all the excess stuff off. You can see the roots, and you can see the small lava rock that I had with this one potting mix that I got a long time ago. I got it from Ted's greenhouse. He uses the crushed lava rock, and there you can see that right there. We got a nice healthy root system here. Maybe we can put 1 in here. Just have it grow. Now we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's take our mixture and put it into our pot. You can see the coarse gravel that's on there. Wait, let me take all this stuff off of here. There we go. And let me show you how it looks. Our big heavy lava rock and our feather rock in there. I don't know if you can see it, you can hear it though. It's tumbling around. So let's get some more inside here. And let's see how our little trees will look. We put one here, and we can have it grow so it drapes like this. Another one in the middle, but before we do that, let's get some of our mikus into the bottom of our mixture. Just give it some good bacteria to help with the roots to grow. We're going to use our teaspoon part of it, about that much, and just sprinkle it into the bottom like that. And then I'm going to take my little chopstick, mix it into the soil real good. And then we're going to take our azus and do the same thing. We're just going to take about a teaspoon of it, because this will help with the root growth and take it out of stress from potting. There we go. So we got a nice, healthy soil bacteria into our mix, if you can see it right there. And so we can start out with our main cutting here. But I don't know, maybe we should keep it in with our other one. Let me think about this guy. This one I think we can put in the middle. I mean at the end here. Put our soil on there. Just like that. Now we're not cutting any roots, we're just letting the roots spread on the bottom there because it's a young cutting. So I want them to have a good, you can see how it looks. We can always cut this later. Right now we got our roots into the soil there, in with the beneficial bacteria. Just something like that. Now let's take our chopstick, or not our chopstick, but our bamboo skewer, and work the soil into the roots. There we go. Okay, I'm going to let this guy sit in the water so his roots don't dry out. And now we're going to give it a little bit of a spray in the bottom, just to work it in, the moisture, to take the surface tension off. And then we'll spoon in the rest. Just nice and easy. Now we're doing this early in the morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. And this is because early in the morning or late in the evening is good, because then the plants are not under stress from the heat of the sun. But with the coolness of the temperatures outside right now, it's going to be good for the plants. I'll put them in the shade again where I had them growing, and they should do all right. Just something like that. Water it in. It'll be like a little forest planting. Make sure we get our leaves wet so it doesn't lose any moisture. And we'll use Mr. Elephant as our watering can. And let's water it in. Whatever's there. There we go. See how nice and easy? Now we can add just a little more soil to the mix. Just on the top. We'll see how the lava rock works with this. Or the feather rock, I mean. Because it's a nice light, super light, this rock. So we'll try it out in this mix. Got nothing to lose. Are you going to say, hey Tom, you're supposed to say Cotoneaster? Well, you can say, like the old song says, you say potato, I say potato, you say tomato, I say tomato. Well, I call it Cotoneasters. I've been calling it a Cotoneaster all my life, so just something different. You go by the Latin name anyway, but it's my version of the pronunciation, so bear with me. There we go. Take more of the surface tension out. And that's what we got right there. Let's get the camera in a little bit closer so you can see it. And all we'll do, no paper towels with me. Oh yeah, here we got one. I forgot to put something out. And we'll just wipe the top of our pot. Then I'll take it outside and give it a nice thorough watering. Just like that. And then for the middle, something different. We can put a little panda bear in there walking in the woods. Just like that. And there we go. Our little potting. Now let's take this on the side. I'll see it's starting to drip through. So let me put it on the side. I got this old Dollar Tree pot from the dollar store. I think there were 2 for $1 you get. So I got my screen on the bottom. I had a plastic mesh screen. I had some of these. So put soil in there. And then we're going to add some micos and azos into the mix. About a teaspoon each. There we go. Just putting it in. See? Just like that. And then we'll spread it out once we get the azos in. That way there, we got a good symbiotic relationship with the roots and the beneficial bacteria for whatever the roots will feed off the bacteria from the nutrients that the bacteria gives off, and the bacteria gives off other food sources for the plant roots that they can't remove from the soil. So they work hand in hand together. So all we're going to do is take it, mix it into our soil real good on the top. There we go. Just a teaspoon of each. And get our little tree here. Look at that. Nice little root system. We'll spread them out into the pot, just like that. The best we can to get it in there. Now that should get about there. So let's get some more soil in there. Mound it up so the roots go down, and we'll cut just maybe a little bit of the root off. I don't want to do that yet because it's young and doesn't have a long growing season because winter's setting in. So we'll just spread our roots out the best we can. There we go. Just to spread them in real nice. Just for now. And then we'll, once it starts growing with vigor next year, and it's getting big and it's growing strong, then we can repot it and rework on the roots. But right now it's just a cutting, and you just want everything to take off just nice. So we got to get all these soil and drainage into the roots. And let's take the surface tension out. Spin our table while we're watering it in. And let's see if they live. We try. A spring cutting looks like it worked good for the Cotoneaster. There we go. Watered it in nice. A little more on top. Just like that. And then I'll get a marker and mark them later. And let me just spray it so we get our surface tension out. I hope you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Just take your time. Don't be afraid to try. It's a cutting. It took. Let's see how it works in this soil here, this new soil. Rocks. This is the lava rock that's in the soil. Might be a little thick, but it'll provide good drainage for it, and we'll give it a good shot of fertilizer later. What we're going to use, not to make it grow, well, I mean, we want it to grow, but I'm going to have the roots to grow. We're going to use an 022 fertilizer, an 021, or an 021 fertilizer, because that way there, it'll stimulate root growth, along with our azus and Nicus beneficial bacteria. And let's see how it grows. And maybe this feather rock will help the roots to break apart. And I mean fan out in a more radial pattern. Well, we'll see what happens. But there you go. There's our little Cotoneaster, our cutting. May not look very pretty yet, but we got the whole winter for it to try to survive. So I might put these in the basement or in a secluded area outside. We'll see what happens where I can find room for these little guys. But for this other pot, I know this one has to be inside because it might crack, but I don't think so. And we'll see what happens. But that's our 3 little Cotoneasters with the little panda in this one. So you give it a try. You got nothing to lose. Don't be afraid. You can watch me do this 1,000 times, but if you don't do it yourself and try to do one, you'll never be able to do it. And if you fail, so what? You'll learn by your mistakes. So just take your time and do it. Hey, I'm trying this new feather rock. We'll see how it works out. If not, I'll try it something different, maybe on a bigger tree. So let me put my stuff away. Today's Thursday. It's a nice cool day so far. Might get hot in the afternoon, I don't know, but the night will be cool, so that's a good time for a nice hot cup of tea, a good book, sit down, relax, and enjoy the evening and enjoy the rest of the day today. And these guys will go in a nice little semi-shaded condition right now, so they can recover from the potting, and I'll let you know if they take or if they grow or not. Time will tell. If they turn black in a month, well, I'll let you know. So don't be afraid to try. Like I say, you're the creator. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. They grow back. So I'm not going to take no cuttings. I want them to grow with a little bit of vim and vinegar. And just what your your leaves right now in the morning, not in the evening, because that's when you get all the mold and mildew to get back on them. So in the morning, give them a good shower, and that's good. So take care, everybody, and thank you for coming to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Grab a good book tonight, a hot cup of tea, and sit down and relax in your nice easy chair and just read and let your mind relax. Take care, everybody, and have a nice rest of the day.